Do you need a mower like this for a small garden? Absolutely not. But you're going to want one anyway, because we've got this. A large area of grass, an expanse of grass, which needs managing, it needs maintaining, and it needs cutting. Well, today, we're going to see if that mower is up to the job. So let's go and give it a go. There we have it. Now this is a problem for a lot of people when they go and buy a large property in the country and then they've got large areas of lawn that they've suddenly realised that it's not their postage stamp anymore. They've got to sort of maintain large areas. Now I don't think you can beat a 0-turn mower for large areas of quick mowing, because you're just cutting it, you're throwing it out the side, and you're dealing with it really quickly. So you can get over a large area. You're not collecting the grass. You're not having to run back to your compost area every 10 minutes. It's just a nice, quick, simple way of mowing in a very comfortable position. There's nothing out front in your way. So yeah, big fan of the 0 turns. But this here is the Cramer Maximus 122 centimetre 0 turn. It's battery power. It's not petrol. Traditionally, obviously, all 0 turns have been petrol, but this is their sort of high-end domestic option in the battery world. Now, there's several different battery 0 turns on the market now. We've reviewed several over the times, but already this is showing me that it's something a little bit different. It's got a few different features about it, which, to be fair, I'm already quite surprised and quite pleased with. One of them I don't think is on any other mower available today. I think I'm going to do a bit more mowing, tell you about the sort of the basic specs of this machine, and then I'll show you about these features that I absolutely love. At its core is a robust 82-volt system delivering power equivalent to 41 horsepower, giving you the strength to tackle demanding mowing conditions with ease. With a runtime of up to 2 hours and an optional battery capacity of up to 4.62 kilowatt hours, this machine is built for productivity. This flexible battery system includes 4 click-in and 2 suitcase compartments, so you can extend runtime and keep working without interruption. The 122 centimetre fabricated steel cutting deck ensures durability and consistent results, while the 2-in-1 cutting system allows you to switch between mulching and side discharge depending on your needs. With a blade tip speed of up to 4,200 RPM and 13 adjustable cutting heights ranging from 25 to 114 millimetres, you get precise professional quality finishes every time. Powered by dual 1.5 kilowatt drive motors and 3 1.5 kilowatt cutting motors, the Maximus delivers smooth operation and impressive traction, even on slopes up to 15 degrees. It reaches speeds up to 12.9 kilometers per hour, helping you cover ground quickly and efficiently. So that is, what, nearly an acre. Oh, just over an acre probably, all cut, all sorted with this beautiful machine. Now, it's still a little bit damp in places because that is the first cut of the season here. As you can see, in some parts it's really, really long, other parts it's very, very shallow. So we've got a nice single level cut all the way across. Now, I'm very impressed with the machine. It seems to do exactly what I wanted to do. But as I said, there's some features on this which I think are brilliant. And the main one is out the back. I suppose I better turn it around so you can actually see what I'm on about. Now, predominantly, this is a ride-on lawnmower for cutting large areas of lawn, as we've already done, but they've added this butt on the back. Yes, it is like a crew cab pickup because they've put something on the back that you can carry things around in. It could be dog food, it could be cat food, it could be chicken food, or anything else that you want to move around your property. But not only is it for putting things in, you've also got a tailboard. So you can use it as a little seat if you want to take a rest. Or it also has a tipper on it. So you could fill that up with soil, with gravel, with other loose materials and use it as a tipping trailer. Put it in the back, take it to where you want it to go and tip it out. Good idea? Blimmin' brilliant. Or somewhere to put your new best friend in, eh? Don't tell Wally. Hello. You're beautiful. Right, I think we better go and try something else with it. Let's get loaded up and go on. So now, before I tackle this lawn, which is stupidly thick with lush green grass, the perfect test for this machine, I just want to show you something, because on this mower, it's got different types of batteries that it runs on. Now, you might recognise these. These are the same batteries which go into your hedge trimmers, chainsaws, and everything else that Cramer make. So you can run it on these. Also, on the back here, it's got two what we'd call suitcase style batteries. Just unplug that like so, and these come out like that. Look at that. So there's two little suitcase batteries in the back. So that's the main batteries that power this machine. But it is also powered by the handheld batteries here in the front, which I think makes it extremely versatile. Now you can run it on one or the other. You haven't got to have the big batteries fully charged. You can just have these charged. So then you take these batteries out, pop it into your hedge trimmer, and then you're ready to fire up your hedge trimmer and go hedge trimming with the same batteries that are on your mower. Now you can put 4 of these style batteries in. We've got a Core 400 here, but you can put the bigger ones in as well. And you can put 2 suitcase batteries in, one in each side. I think it just adds something a little bit different to this mower that's not on any others. And then on the front, if you want to charge them all up in one go, you've got a charging port here in the front of the mower, so you can just plug the charger there, plug it into the wall and charge everything at once. Or obviously, if you've got the sort of other chargers for the smaller batteries, you can charge the smaller ones in there while you're using this. So there's lots of different scenarios that could work better in different people's situations. Anyway, let's jump back on the machine and cut this grass to show you how, should we say, more manoeuvrable it is in smaller areas. Beyond Performance is designed with practicality in mind. A rear cargo bed with a 90 kilogram capacity and dumping function allows you to carry tools and materials on the go. The integrated tow hitch and front and rear ETO connectors add even more versatility for attachments and accessories. Operator comfort and safety are also prioritised, with features including a supportive seat, electromagnetic parking brake and rollover protection system. Despite its powerful build, the machine maintains a solid and stable operating weight of 350 kilograms. Charging is simple and efficient, with a 3.5 hour charge time using the included wall-mounted charger, so you can get back to work quickly. The Maximus 82ZT122 isn't just a mower, it's a complete high-performance solution designed to maximise efficiency, durability and control in every pass. What a lovely place to be to mow your lawn on one of these. Now it's only taken me under 10 minutes to cut all of that with a big mower like this. But I think the main thing that you find with battery powered products compared to petrol is that sheer torque that you've got. Now most mowers on a cut like that, cutting down to that low, you know, some of that we have taken off probably 2/3 of the quantity of grass. Petrol mowers with pulleys and belts should be burning through belts, should be smelling rubber, there's no getting away from it. And that is where the sheer power in that deck is. And we found exactly the same on that earlier property we filmed as well. You know, it just rips through it right down to the height you want to cut. Whereas with the petrol mower, you'd have to take off a little bit at a time. You know, yes, I know we should get onto this grass sooner than we have, but the weather has been atrocious. It's still quite wet up there now. But even with a machine like this, with a nice big wide tyres, has coped with it perfectly. Right, so the controls on here are quite interesting because on the left-hand side, you've got your blade speed going up and down through like so, and then on the right, you've got your travel speed. So on low, on this garden here, I've had it on the lowest travel speed just to give me more control without spinning my wheels and getting all excited over it. Now the blade speed on the side, I actually had that on full blade speed here, and we did in the long bits on the other garden. But on the short bits on the other garden, I had it on down on blade speed 1. You didn't need all of that power. Now if you want to run through your batteries as quickly as possible, have it on flat out there and flat out here, and you're going to make a mess with it in high speed, and you're going to use your battery up with that blade speed there. So my advice is, obviously, you know, if you're cutting short grass, have it down on low blade speed, and you have transport up there, transport really again there. You don't really need it much more above the setting 1 for actually using it. Obviously total hours of use is 2 hours, so we've used half of our battery, so you know, realistically you say what we've done here, you could probably get 4 hours out of it because it's a brand new machine out of the box. Obviously parking brake up there, and then you can turn your lights on and off on that one, and then this one here you can go into your menu and scroll up and down to have a look at everything you've got on here. So you've got your ETO on the front to be able to plug in like a blower or something on there, brightness of your screen, language, battery information, so have a look in there. There we go, this is what our batteries have got in them at the moment. Our 2 big A and B batteries, our suitcase batteries, are down to 1 bar each, whereas our smaller batteries are all running at 50%. So that is everything on here, and we go back to our main screen. Look at that. So like I say, the spread that side discharge has performed here is brilliant. Now side discharge, you've got to be a little bit careful where you throw all of your grass. I generally go round twice, throwing it inwards to start with, and then everything else anti-clockwise, throwing it back out again and onto the work you've already cut. If you keep building it up and building it up onto your work you're doing, you're just going to put more undue stress onto that deck. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it. I love that you can put stuff in the back. I think that is just innovative, there we go. A very, very nice feature that is. And you tip it, even tip it from the seat, look. Reverse back, tip it from the seat, pop this back up here, and off you go. Anyway, we're Machinery Nation, we bring you videos every single week about tools and machinery, so we shall see you in the next one. Cheerio.